Crowley from Salt Lake City, Utah. My company is Chapul, and I'm asking $50,000 in exchange for 5% equity in our company. At Chapul, we're changing the way people think about food, and we do it with an energy bar. But what separates us from the thousands of competitors isn't the delicious medjool dates or the organic dark chocolate. No, it's our sustainable, eco-friendly form of protein that goes into every single bar. I'll show you, but first a joke. Why are frogs so happy?
Why?
Why?
Because they eat what bugs them. And now so can you with Chapul cricket bars.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Crickets are an extremely sustainable form of protein. They go into each one of our bars.
Oh.
Insects are eaten in over half the countries around the globe, and we think it's about time that Americans catch up with the rest of the world. You're obviously jumping at the opportunity here to get on board with a growing global business. So who wants to join Chapul and help us to feed the revolution?
Talk about sales.
Okay, so to date, we have $50,000 in sales. And this year, we're averaging 33% increase month-over-month revenue.
So over what period of time did you sell 50,000?
That's in just under a year.
Where are you in retail?
Natural food stores, bike shops, rock climbing gyms, CrossFit gyms.
You're saying it's worth $1 million?
Absolutely.
Where do you get your crickets? Do you grow them yourself? You catch them?
We work with the Cricket Ranch, actually. They have little lassos, little cricket brands.
Where is their cricket ranch?
We've been raising crickets in the United States for over 100 years. It was based on
Why?
fishing bait, then it was reptile feed, and now that was one of the reasons we chose crickets, is because the infrastructure is already in place to grow them at a large scale.
So you grind your crickets up into flour.
Our name Chapul is actually an Aztec word for cricket, because they would do the same thing. They would gather crickets, blend them up into a flour, and make a protein-dense bread.
Look, I gotta tell you, I'm a pretty brave guy, but snakes, bugs
Not brave
freak
enough,
me
huh?
right out. So there's no way I'm eating this stuff. Thank you, I'm out.
You got a whole bunch of crickets right here. They're not chirping because they sense danger. That's what they sense.
I agree.
They know they're gonna die a horrible death with you. I'm out.
I have to hand it to you. I ate that and it tastes great. I think it's going to be a heck of a long journey to convince people that they're going to love to bite into something with crickets in it. I just think it is. And whenever there's a long journey in a business, it means it costs you more money to get there. I'm out.
I spend most of my life trying to get away from bugs, not eat them. So I'm sorry, I'm out.
With the work you've done to create cricket flour, you're basically saying there's no competition at all?
There's a couple of up-and-coming companies.
So why not go to these other guys and say, okay, we'll sell you our flour at 3 times what it costs us to make, but you have to brand it made with Chapul flour.
That's why I say we're on the fence, and that's what we're going to do if we decide to sell the flour.
Why wouldn't you do that? It's a great idea.
I gotta tell you, the longer you're talking, the more I realize you have a great business. But the business is the flour. The business is not the energy bar.
We do have a lot of people saying, when are you going to sell the flour? When are you going to sell the flour?
I love the fact that you're exclusive. You have no competition. I mean,
Yeah, it's great.
I'd like to be able to help you, but it's not worth my time for 5%. Sell me.
Yeah, okay, so we're projecting $150,000 in sales.
We're past that.
15% I could do, Mark.
Are you nuts?
Pat, I'll give you the 50,000 for 20%.
Ooh, somebody jumped back in.
I'll do it for the 15%.
15%?
Yep. Let's go make some chirping money.
Let's do this,
Appreciate it,
Mark.
buddy.
Thank you very much.
He snatched that one from you.
Let's eat some crickets.
Yeah, let's eat some crickets.
Let's see what he's up to now.
After closing a deal with Mark, Chapul Cricket Bars hopped into 500 retail locations nationwide. But what we learned was that most of our sales were first-time purchases, and we had a hard time getting people to buy again. Some of the national retailers ended up dropping us. And in 2018, our manufacturer out of the blue went out of business. We had no product whatsoever. The future of Chapul was really unclear at that point. 2021 has turned out to be our best sales year ever, with $400,000 in sales, totaling $2 million in lifetime sales. But the real success lies ahead. Chapul is paving the path to our $50 million insect farm. Chapul is expected to be operational by next year for our farm that will produce $20 million in revenue every single year. I have 3 kids, and when I look into their eyes, it's the driving force behind everything I do. With everything we're doing at Chapul, I know I can sleep at night knowing that I'm giving my family and the planet a brighter future.
The golden ticket goes to my favorite product.
I've made you a good offer.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is the winner.
Riding all the way to the bank, baby.
You've come to the right place.